is Raglan, coming from Next Generation Landscaping. And I just wanted to give you 8 tips today to go the extra mile for your customer, to build a nice, healthy relationship and strong base with your customer. Step one, getting those quotes to a customer immediately or in a timely fashion. After going over a project with the customer, sometimes you can procrastinate in getting those quotes, whether it may be it was a long day, you're retired, um, something that may have came up, but you gotta find time to get that quote to them within a day or two. Because make no mistake about it, if they gave, you gave them the quote, they didn't got a quote for maybe about 3 or 4 other people. So the longer that you take, the more apt they're going to go with somebody else because they don't feel like you're reliable. So you need to realize the most important thing you have to do is to sell a job or service an existing client, making sure they're happy without allowing yourself to be distracted. Two, call customers back immediately or in a timely fashion. Don't wait a week, 3 to 5 days before you even return a call. That's not good. That you're not showing your best interest at heart. I often try to call a customer back within 20 minutes. I know it's not always possible to call back immediately or within that 20 minutes, but it's a worthy goal. It shows concern for the customer, question, problem, or business. I think not doing this is one of the biggest reasons people look elsewhere. So try to call them on your lunch break, on the way to the next job, or on the way home when the day is done. But always, and I mean always, establish in the beginning with the relationship with the customer that all calls will be returned within 24 hours. So anything that's within that 24 hours is a plus. Step three, don't let problems drag out. Don't let them drag out because it'll become a bigger headache. Treating a problem like it's the most important thing. Don't become complacent, be it a dead plant, weed in the beds, drainage problem, or even something as small as a spot in the yard. Realize the problem and opportunity to shine and build a further loyalty relationship with your customer is when you meet that problem head on and not wait further down the road to do it. Because one thing we'll always sometimes we'll do is, oh, this is a customer. We already got them as a customer, so if I let this low, it'll be good. But not knowing, it's 10 times more difficult to find a new client than to keep an existing one. So again, realize the problems are an opportunity to shine and build further loyalty. Hit that problem head on. Four, deliver more than promise. There are 2 things that are very important as you grow your lawn care business. One, deliver more than promise, which is really fairly easy to do. And two, realize that the word no, and I mean the word no, sometimes need to be used. If you want the job, you have to tell the customer the truth. If you know that you can't be there in a week, tell them you can't be there in a week. Or If you don't, you'll be asking for more headache and more trouble, and 9 times out of 10, you'll be searching for a new customer or client. Okay? All right. So step 5, communicate delays. Let me give you an example. It rained for a week, so you're late to a job. Perfectly understandable. But then you don't call and explain. Not understandable. They may have suspected the rain was the problem, but they will still wonder if you'll ever show up, especially if you took that deposit. You know, it get a little shaky when that money leave their hands. We tell our customers up front, if the weather cooperates, we will be there next week's. As we get closer to the date, we will let you know how our schedule is progressing. But I have to be honest with you. It could take as long as X weeks. Clients are really understanding unless you don't keep them in the loop. So keep your customers in the loop and communicate as well as possible with them. Okay? Step 6, and this is so important. Show customers appreciation. Once again, show your customers appreciation. Sometimes clients can just feel they are no longer important to you. Sometimes when you're a smaller business, you have more time to cater, you have more time to check up, on the customer. But as you get bigger, your time, gets limited. So take the time out and send out thank you notes to your customers. Just send a simple handwritten thank you note that you can leave in the mailbox. You can do this once a month, once every other month, or even once every 3 months. Or you can send a thank you card or send something through email. Or a simple phone call would do. Just letting your customers know that, you're taking them in consideration, and a simple thank you will go a long way with your customers. It will go a long way. And they feel like that you're not taking them for granted and that you're unappreciative of the business that, they're giving. Okay? All right. So, number 7, so important. Listen or take notes. Do not interrupt. Again, listen or take notes. Do not interrupt. It can be hectic during the course of the day. You may have vehicle problems, employees, you know, it could be various reasons. But sometimes when I get those hectic days and I know I got to meet a customer, I'll take 10 minutes, I'll take a deep breath before I go meet with someone. I have and listen to whatever they have to say without interrupting. And then this may help. Just try this at the end of the meeting and to make sure that you got the message. Say, for example, I'll use the name Jones. Okay, Mr. Jones, I want to make sure I understand what you want. Then go through and specifically list exactly what they want. The customer leaves feeling very comfortable when you detail all 21 things they brought up. You leave knowing you have it right. All right? So just pay attention to the small things as your customers are talking. It'll go the long way. And last but not least, Number 8, pay attention to the details. All right? Pay attention to those details. Whether it's blowing off a car, blowing the debris off the deck, cleaning out the stairwells, pulling that big weed that's by the front door. That attention to details makes a difference to your customer. For example, one of my customers, his wife's name is Iris. So we had dropped off 3 irises left over from a previous job. Well, this guy went on and on about the irises. That attention to the detail was forged a relationship that would be very hard to break. Okay? And make sure that you double check your bills to ensure they are correct. Do all those little things to make the buying experience pleasant. All right? I hope you can use these 8 tips. I hope this was useful for you. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up, and leave a comment. All right? This is Raglan coming from Next Generation Landscaping. Keep persevering by any means necessary. Until the next time, see you.